Okay, solar disaster diverted. I sure hope so. It's currently December 14th, 2024, -4 communist, and I sure hope I didn't just lose 8 batteries. So you can see I got some big batteries right here, a deep cycle, another deep cycle, and just a standard car battery over there. I came out to let the dog out, and that inverter up there was squealing. Apparently it had found a low voltage, and yeah, it was low. It was definitely below 10 volts. I would assume during the day the sun was hopefully keeping these batteries charged, but probably got down a little bit too dark one too many times, and we had an issue. Stupid me left the amps turned on over here. Don't know why that's still blinking. I disconnected this entire board. I'll have to check into that in a second. Oh, or it's touching over there. That was squealing. Then I figured out what was squealing, disconnected the inverter, and I had to figure out what was going on. And it turned out the amp, this amp right here, the cost one, was left turned on, and it was drawing power. Probably for at least 2 or 3 weeks. So it slowly depreciated all of these batteries and finally got down to enough that that inverter started squealing. Luckily, I noticed it when I did. If it would have been a little bit longer, we might have 8 junk batteries here. Luckily, like I said, I heard it. I was out here yesterday. There was nothing. So it must have just started today. Must have just got a low voltage situation just earlier this evening. And this is what I'm left with. So these 4 batteries, I'm just trying to get some voltage back into them. I'm using this charger right here. They're currently taking 15.1-ish, 2-ish volts. That's on a 15 amp charge. I'm going to drop that back down to a 2 amp later on this evening. I just want to get maximum amount of voltage into these batteries as possible. So hopefully they'll be okay. In the morning, the solar should come on and charge everything up. I did check the solar controller. It says right around 10 volts. So most likely that inverter up there has an alarm, so it sounds at below 10 volts. So that was going off. I did separate out. These 2 batteries are on that charger right there, the little trickle charger. These 4, like I said here, are on this one right here. And the other 2 are in the garage. They're also a deep cycle wheelchair battery. They're on a 3rd charger. I do have everything separated out. The big charger right there, it's on a 20 amp circuit. The other 2 are on a 15 amp circuit. They're together, so I should be okay. There's not much frost on the sides of the batteries. That's normal for that battery. It's just dirty. The rest of them all look okay. We are out of the wind in here. It is, like I said, -4 communist outside, but we are out of the wind, and really it doesn't get too bad in here. So hopefully my batteries will all be okay. The plan is, once I get them up to voltage, I'll disconnect everyone individually and charge them. I'll leave everything connected to the solar, but I'll disconnect every battery individually, including these 2, and charge them individually. Everything's hooked up in in parallel. So we have a 12 volt system here. So I can run this mess right here. But and it's also easier to charge a 12 volt system versus a 24 or 36 volt system. My charge controller can handle between 24 and 36. My inverters can handle between 24 and 36, but I'd rather keep it as a 12 volt system. So anyways, we are charging currently. Like I said, it's almost 8 o'clock now. It's probably about 10 to 8 now. And I'll come back out here at midnight and just check on everything, check on voltages. So about 3.5 hours ish, I'll come back out here and we'll see what happens, and hopefully everything's okay. These batteries here are not bulging. That one there came from a super secret storage location. It was in his minivan for many years. He had disconnected, and surprisingly it was still good. It even passed the load test. That one right there is a deep cycle. It passed load test. That one there is also deep cycle, passed load test. I think one of these here did not pass a load test, but the other 2 did. So I'll probably load test everything once everything is done, and then obviously I'll have to recharge everything back up. But it's probably a good idea to actually recharge a lot of these anyways. It has not been done in quite some time. Yes, the solar is keeping everything charged. I wish I could balance charge all of these, but I'm not currently set up to do that. So anyways, like I said, hopefully solar system did not get screwed over, and I got a fault on the charger. I'm going to reset that charger, probably go back to a lower amperage, and we'll go from there. So this system's been up for over 4 years, and this is really the first issue I've had with it. So hopefully crisis is averted, and we should be good to continue on. So talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.